So, lasagna.
Lasagna.
Where did you steal the recipe from?
My fella, actually.
Serious?
Yeah.
What's the secret ingredient?
Mixture of beef and lamb.
Beef and lamb together?
Yeah.
Why?
You just get a little bit of an extra taste in there. I like it in here.
Yes?
Yeah.
You're the first person that said that. They're always complaining how hot it was.
I like the heat.
Do you?
Yeah.
So how did you get into cooking? Because you seem very relaxed and very natural in a professional environment. Yeah, you just take me into it like...
Because I really like it.
And who got you into it?
My mum, mainly because she's not very good at it.
Really?
Yeah, and so I was kind of making my own food from when I was very, very young. Yeah.
The most important meal of the week, would you not agree?
What, Sunday?
Sunday lunch?
Yeah.
Absolutely crucial. Do you sit down as a family?
Yeah, and friends as well. We're very social. We like having our friends round a lot.
Fantastic. That wrist action is extraordinary. My God, there's definitely going to be no lumps in there, is there?
There really isn't, because I will cry if I have lumps in this.
What's the secret ingredient? What do you put in there?
Oh, God, nothing.
There must be something in there that's going to make...
Oh, the love of my hand.
Passion, that's exactly what I was going to say. The disciplined wrist. And you're ambidextrous as well, you're using both.
I am. I've got to say, I'm finding that a little bit hard, but I'm styling it out, aren't I?
So I'm just going to let my mince cook out there now and just...
Is that the right colour?
Sorry?
Is that the right colour?
It is the right colour. What I'm going to do now is just put some basil in there.
Ah, so you put your basil in at the end.
I'm going to put the basil right at the end, so it doesn't go all sort of, you know...
But I quite like that. Does the taste not just soak in if you put it in earlier on? Or do you think it just dies?
You look fucking sexy when you're
Thank
sweating.
you very much.
Look at that. Shit. Fucking hell. Are you putting yours together already?
Yeah, of course I am. And you're going about 900 miles an hour?
Yeah, I know, I'm getting nowhere.
Come on, don't overcomplicate everything.
OK. I think you were up last night practising till fucking midnight.
I was practising something, but it certainly wasn't cooking.
Wait, get in there! Mince over, and a really nice, generous dollop of creme fraiche in the mince. Mix that in the last minute, and it gives a really nice richness to the mince. How you doing, Ange?
Oh, I'm doing great.
Yeah?
Oh, I love cheese
You're
on the top
enjoying
of
this, aren't you?
lasagnas. Do you know what I really am?
Huh?
I know I shouldn't be, but I really am.
I can't believe yours is ready. Right.
Got some of my cheese mix. I've got absolutely loads.
My darling, it's very kind, but that'll be unfair, because if I win, then you provided half the recipe.
I'm completely flustered. It was all quite jokey before. It's getting a little bit serious now. I really hate having a... I'm going to tidy up now, because I can't bear having an untidy.
God, you can't bear mess as well. Perfect woman you are, you know that. Huh? So, in she goes. OK. Right, yours is in for 40, yes. Mine's going in for 20. Let's see what they look like and taste like when they come out the oven, yes?
OK.
Confident?
Oh, absolutely, supremely.
I'm more confident that you would make a fucking good chef, you know that. You're so passionate about food.
I do love it, kid.
I'll go back to the F word. Now, she's calm and confident, but will the blind tasters prefer her dish over mine?
Will.
Ready?
Come on then, kid.
Get in there. Huh?
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
OK, so we're going to start with the red dish.
Quite strong flavour. Strong
mushrooms.
The
mushrooms are nice. The mushrooms are very, very nice.
I probably could eat about half of this.
A portion. Yeah.
Half a portion, because I think
Very, very
otherwise
rich.
it's just too rich.
Pasta's a bit curled at the edges.
Quite light. Carrot. Nice, yeah. Nice.
The meat and the vegetables are
No, it's
really nice.
lovely.
I think it's quite hard.
Do you?
Yeah.
And first of the series, of course, for me, is the most important one. I like to get off to a good start. OK, Ali.
Right, very close. Once again, very, very close.
Very close?
Yeah. But the winner for today is...
Yes.
Welcome. Well done.
No, really?
They find yours too rich.
Too rich?
Yeah.
No, don't look so fucking smug.
No,
You maybe have a job tomorrow.
Hey,
yeah?
come on.
Oh, you can cut it in the kitchen. Will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Fuck off out of here now. Yes? Thank you, my darling.
Thank you.
Cool, dear. Right, Jesus Christ. Look at my soup.
No, I'm not giving them to you.
No.
Fuck off.
You shellfish bitch.
Right.
That's fucking out of order. I'm sorry, because you asked me for my head, and
I have not chopped these vegetables as fine as I would have done. Because if I wasn't being filmed on fucking national television, I would have whacked them all in the blender. And that's a bit of a top tip for all the sluts at home. You know, we can't chop as small as, you know, supersonic Gordon. I'm now putting my fish in.
OK, good. How long will the fish take to cook?
Well, I'm going to put in first the scallops because they're the thickest.
I like these recipes, you know that? Huh?
This is such a simple recipe. I think putting the saffron in is key because the saffron colours the potatoes. They look fantastic.
Yeah. So I'm going to put my little bits of fish in a pan, and unlike Janet, I'm going to cook them separately, OK? Because they cook very, very quickly because they're small little bits of fish. Are you in favour of my cookbook, MSD?
What, to make people send in useless cookbooks?
Yeah, unwanted cookbooks that
Well,
they
you know,
haven't
the
used.
sad thing is, and
Yes.
you've said a lot about this, that people in Britain buy cookery books
Yeah.
but don't cook.
Yeah.
It's like porn. They just go to bed every night. Instead of having a shag, they read a cookery book.
They
It's
cook.
true, it's cookery. I call it cookery porn.
They cook. They cook. They
I
cook from my
really do. I hope it
cookbooks.
doesn't go on in your household.
So
I
what's
mean,
the
do you
best?
have sex or do you read cookery books?
We do both. They're treat it like a dinner in between courses. Read. Right, Janet.
Yes, darling.
This is looking fantastic. Yeah. Start
Good.
getting nervous, please. Yes. How are you
Good.
doing?
I'm doing fine.
I can't.
I'm just doing a bit of sieving.
Do you panic when things go pear-shaped at dinner parties in terms of when you're
I
in
don't
control?
give dinner parties. I work too hard. Do you give dinner parties?
Do I fuck? You can't charge them when they come home, can you?
I don't give dinner parties. I call on the spur of the moment and say, I'm cooking chicken pie, want to come round. Or
Serious.
I'm cooking fish stew, week on Saturday.
Hold on. Not chicken pie with pastry, Janet, surely.
Well, people, the gays and the calorie watchers don't eat the pastry.
Gays don't eat pastry. You're having a laugh, aren't you? I've got lots of friends that are gay and they love pastry.
Well, they're fat gays.
Janet, you're... Looks a nice colour.
It tastes great.
Does it?
Be scared.
Be scared.
Be very scared.
You think I'm going to lose, yeah? 2 challenges on the trot. You got another thing coming.
Hello, guys. How are you? You want to see?
Definitely not
Too much.
It's quite thick, though. I quite like the herbs.
I'm drinking it everywhere.
Let's get a bit of fish.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Really delicate flavours.
I don't know, it's
Quite
not the
like that
best
later.
fish soup I've ever had, but... I love the look
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
It
it
looks
looks-
tomatoey, which I like.
But you can see the fish in it, whereas the other...
I love that. It looks like a pasta sauce.
It is.
so
It's pasta sauce
It's very...
with fish in it.
Tastes
It's got a
like...
lot of chilli in it.
I like the spice.
OK, where's that lazy frog? OK.
not giving anything
It wasn't
away.
difficult. Yeah, what was a very classic, quick, bully-based maybe red mullet? The one was done out of
One
sort of
was
tin
a
sauce.
classic,
Tin
no,
sauce.
a
Jar sauce.
handmade
Yeah.
JSP
Tomato
version
soup.
of a French
Tomato
classic.
soup.
You know what?
Come on, Annie, yes.
No, it was very close.
What was the score?
3-2.
To who? Obviously.
Actually, went for Janet.
Oh,
Rizzo!
Well
You're
done.
having a laugh, aren't you? What did they say?
No, they said...
It's too fucking hot, Janet, for God's sake.
Oh, I love you.
No, yeah, they prefer Janet.
It was delicious. It was meaty, full-bodied, a bit like me.
Bit like your fucking butlers. Give me a kiss. Now get out. Yes?
I'll be back
Fucking
soon.
hell. Shit. Stop. Nicely seasoned. And then, more importantly, into a hot pan just to colour it. Now, what are you doing there? You're frying the beef off?
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah, no, I'm just fascinated with what you're doing.
Look, don't... I hate... Fascinated's not good.
No, I'm just intrigued. And you've wrapped
It's
it
even worse than not.
You've wrapped it in flour.
Yeah, I just... Well, OK, here's the thing.
Yes.
You would do this. You're sort of... I know you're not doing it intentionally, but you're intimidating me.
No, come on.
I did stick a bit of flour in there, which now... Einstein over there says I shouldn't have done, which is just terrific. But what should happen is in about 15, 20 minutes or so, as you can see already, all that fat's starting to come to the top, which my mum calls scum. I'm just going to skin that off.
Right, now, when you tasted that, what's going on in there?
It tastes like shit.
Oh, no, Dermot.
Yeah, I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm going to put some more stock in.
Really?
Is that all right?
Yeah, of course. Listen, this is your recipe.
I know, but...
You know that?
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
how's it going?
All right, how are you going?
I'm freaking out a little bit. It looks a bit insipid, and I use proper stock rather than a stock cube, so it looks kind of anemic in colour.
Yeah. Well, have you got one?
Have I got what?
Stock cube.
Yeah, but I've already put some stock in,
And how-
but like proper beef stock. Should I put some stock cubes in?
Yeah, how does it taste?
Huh?
How does it taste?
It tastes rubbish.
Put in a stock cube. Leave it for a little while,
Yeah,
about 10 minutes.
and then come back to it.
Then get the taste.
Yeah.
And if there isn't enough taste, you can put another one in,
All right.
rather than put too many in at the one time.
Is that your mum?
Yeah.
Maria, how are you? Are you well, my darling?
I'm very well, thank you. And how
Good.
are you?
Yeah, very well indeed, thank you. I'm just so sorry. We got off to a really good start, but it's gone a grey colour. Yes, and it's got lots of scumming coming out the top, which doesn't look good, and he's getting very stressed out. I don't want him to get stressed out.
No,
So,
tell him not to get stressed
We'll
out.
put a little bit more... What about some red wine in there or something, no?
Red wine would be lovely. It's not traditional Irish stew, but does that matter?
No, it's definitely not traditional Irish stew.
No.
OK, I'll pass you back. OK, darling?
Bye.
Mum's back.
Ah, thanks.
Was that Gordon Ramsay?
Huh?
Was that Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, that was Gordon Ramsay.
I wasn't 100% sure.
Thanks, Mum.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Thyme flour's in, and then whilst it's cooking, just to give it a little bit of lightness, I'm going to grate a really nice, fresh, zesty lemon into it. And what that does, it just gives a touch of acidity to the stew and lightens up the flavour. Nervous?
Yeah, I am, actually.
Vegetables, carrots.
Woo! That's lovely. It's just not Irish stew. That's a curry, to all intents and purposes.
Oh, fuck off, will you?
Hello.
Hello. Hiya.
Very good.
Okay. The meat's very soft. Quite tender, actually.
Lots of flavour in there.
I like the mint, actually.
Sauce is a bit runny for stew.
But it's nice and simple and clean. It's not too fussy. This one looks, that looks slightly richer, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
In colour.
Yeah, that's...
Really fruity.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It tastes quite tomatoey.
It's delicious,
But,
but
it's a little bit too rich.
it doesn't evoke any feelings of Ireland. For me.
No, that is so true.
No? No, but I mean, you...
I'm happy with the dish.
You're
That's the
happy?
most important thing.
Right, stand up nice and straight.
Sorry.
Yeah, before he delivers the bad news.
They like both of them first.
Oh, get out.
This is good.
However,
Yes.
there is one winner.
One clear winner.
One clear winner.
Yeah, there wasn't
Okay.
up or down, it's one
Yeah.
clear winner.
Bravo.
Oh, get out!
No, shut up.
You're joking,
shut
aren't
up.
you?
Yes.
All right, fuck off, will you? What did they say?
They said yours is a bit too much
No,
like...
they find Dermot one very authentic, very Irish.
Authentic? You had beef in it,
You had
for God's
lemon in
sake.
yours. When's lemon ever been in
They
Ireland?
just lifted it up a little bit. You fondled my cock, now you beat me in a fucking challenge. Will you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Fuck off out my kitchen, yes? Oh, my God. You really think you can cook better than me?
Oh, yeah, Gordon.
You're having a laugh, aren't you?
No. This is, you know, dead simple. This is the whole Murray food philosophy.
Simple.
Keep it simple, stupid.
OK, so it's a thick-cut loaf, currants,
yeah.
bit of milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds disgusting. Is that it?
It's not disgusting.
So how many eggs you put in there?
3.
You tight bastard. In my bread and butter pudding, I'm going to use 3 whole eggs and 3 egg yolks, so it gets really nice, rich, delicious custard. Can you stop watching me? Because I think you were trying to steal my recipe. Would you like to be a proper chef one day?
Oh, God, no. No.
What would put you off the hours?
You, mate.
What do you mean, me?
Well, you know, clearly plays havoc with a person, being a chef. I mean, I've hung out with Sarge a lot, and he's not normal.
So what have you done first? Tell me.
Well, I've done the bread. I've buttered the pan. You have to butter the pan, children.
Yeah.
Butter the pan, or it won't come off the pan when you're washing it up.
What are you flavouring your custard with?
Well, sugar and lemon.
No alcohol.
No alcohol, no. Are you putting alcohol in yours?
Do you know, it's sort of autumn, so I'm going to put a little bit of Bailey's cream in there.
That's classy.
You know what ladies like when they love Bailey's and ice?
It's a fruit-based drink for the lady, yeah.
You know, and do you know what? It just makes that a little bit moreish.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I believe you.
You see, my baguettes are 24 hours old.
Are they?
Yes.
That's what I'd heard.
So because the drier they are,
Yeah.
the more custard they
The
absorb.
more custard they absorb.
Yeah, like you've got big, fat, stodgy bread.
Yeah.
It's not going to absorb any custard. It's going to like eating dry bread. Ow. You can't do that to our customers.
They're your customers. I'm not here next week.
So what do you put at the bottom of your dish?
Butter, and then
No,
the bread. And then the
just
bread
butter.
on top. Buttered bread on top of the butter.
You see, I'm
like
putting a
that.
little bit of surprise at the bottom of mine.
Oh, that's exciting. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at what you're actually doing here. What's this?
Dried cranberries.
Oh, they're delicious.
Aren't they? Aren't they?
It's just a relief I've got cystitis, because it's exactly what I need.
I know, come on. Hey, that's unfair now. I haven't tasted yours.
That's good for the urinary tract, that is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is, actually. Have you soaked these?
Yes.
They're quite juicy.
Just in hot water, that's all, just to sort of rehydrate them a little bit.
All right. So anyway, before I was so rudely interrupted, you get the custard, right, which I didn't bother cooking, right, because there's no point, it's just going to cook in the oven anyway, right? He's complicating it again. And you pour the custard in, on top, you put the raisins on, I've got some raisins left. You see, this is how I cook in a haphazard manner, ladies and gentlemen. I defy anyone to argue with my bread and butter pudding.
OK, whilst Al is making this bread and butter sandwich full of raisins, what we've got here is the most amazing sort of soaked 24-hour-old baguette, and it's done with a sort of Bailey's custard. In between the layers, we've got sultanas, golden raisins, a little bit of apricot jam, and then we're going to cover the top of that with sugar so it caramelises as it cooks in the oven. And that's going to be 10 times better than old Sheffy's over there that tastes like stale bread that's been dipped in ale and left outside for 3 weeks, and even the cat won't eat it. OK, ready for the oven?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Here it comes.
Now, just before it goes in there, just have a look.
Yeah.
And even before they're cooked,
Yeah.
You know exactly which one's going to come out best with their blind tasters.
That one.
Oh, come on, Al.
The normal one.
There is one winner,
Of course there's one winner.
and the winner is... Well done, Al.
Get out.
Justice! Fantastic!
Are you sure?
They found you too heavy, actually.
They found mine too heavy?
Yes, indeed.
That can't be true.
I'm afraid it is, Gordon. So, well done, Al.
You know when you go outside this door and turn left by the traffic lights? Yeah, it's called a job centre.
Really, yeah.
Dear, oh dear. So start off by peeling the pears. And once they're peeled, put them straight into sugar and water. That's basically called a stock syrup. And then all you do there is just gently poach the pears for about 8 to 10 minutes. How's it going?
Not bad, Gordon, not bad. We're well on track.
Now, the secret behind this dish is what?
Ginger.
Ginger. Where's the cheesecake with ginger?
Yeah.
Sounds disgusting. Apparently you nicked it out of Jamie Oliver's book, is that right?
No, it was actually Delia.
Delia's book. Oh, not another one. So how much chocolate's going in there?
150 grams.
150 grams?
Yeah.
Yeah? All I've done here is pasted the Philadelphia cheese with the sugar and vanilla. And that fresh vanilla, it looks like little tiny globules of sort of pepper, but what it does actually perfumes and sort of lightens up the whole cheesecake, because there's nothing worse than eating a cheesecake that's very stodgy. What's in there?
Ginger biscuits.
Ginger biscuits. Just ginger biscuits?
Crushed. I'm not going to say too much, Gordon.
Just in case I'm going to do a little bit of stealing, right?
He'll nick it.
For my base, I'm using bran flakes. That's brought together with some melted chocolate. You just get 2 pieces of greaseproof paper and then take your mixture and just place it onto the greaseproof paper. You just roll that, just as you would rolling pastry. And look, it starts to layer this really nice thin biscuit. Get your cutter and place your cutter there. Just place that into the fridge, 5 minutes, and that'll be a really nice, firm biscuit base ready for our cheesecake. Neil, in the fridge, please. While the base is setting in the fridge, slice the poached pear and add to the cheese and chocolate mixture. Then after 5 minutes, look, nicely lined biscuit base. Once the base is set, pipe the mixture into the mould. Once you've filled up the mould with the mixture, they go into the fridge for about 8 to 10 minutes to set.
Right, Paul, base is ready.
Now all I'm going to do is add my mixture to the biscuit base. I'll place all that in there. Now that is ready to go straight in the oven for an hour and a quarter. It's the moment of truth for our chocolate cheesecakes. Right, gentlemen, are we ready? Yep, we are. Yes?
Born ready.
Born ready.
Born ready.
Here we go. OK, happy?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, good luck. OK. JP, upstairs. Service, please. Go.
OK. So, Chantal?
Yeah.
You got dessert number 1 in front of you?
Our blind tasters tonight are all professional chocolate sellers, tasters or manufacturers, so they should know what they're talking about.
Yeah, there's ginger in the
Yeah.
something next to it. Maybe.
It's nice, like this kind of ricotta-ish, slightly
Yeah.
off, you know, crème fraîche taste.
Yeah.
OK, so now we go for dessert number 2.
Also the...
Thank you.
Bon appétit.
Merci.
It's more chocolatey.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
Maybe a bit of honey or something in there.
Yeah. Base is actually quite difficult to grapple with, isn't it?
Well, I like the texture of it.
OK, guys, it's time for the verdict, for the results.
Result time? Feeling nervous?
No.
No? Look at him smiling at the back there. You must have a little bit of buzz in your tummy. OK.
OK, guys.
Results are in?
Yes, they are.
Good.
It's been quite hard, actually, this week.
What do you mean it's quite hard?
No, it's very close, actually. But the winner is today.
Yeah. Ah.
Well done, Fireman.
Hold on a minute.
What can I say?
Right, here we go. Now they can cook as well. Not only are they heroes, but they can cook as well. Well done, guys.
Thank you very much.
Close call. Yes?
Well done, big boy.
Thank you.
Close call, yes?
Yeah.
Shit. So I can smell burning now. Back to work, yes? Dear, oh dear, well done. You were confident all the way, weren't you, big boy? Yes? Well done, big man. Now I'm doing a bit of a sort of straightforward classic trifle. We're doing a trifle with caramelised peaches and clementine, very festive, done with the most amazing custards made with vanilla, and then a nice twist at the end. We're going to get some salted peanuts and turn them into a caramel salted peanut. Aggie, tell me what you're doing.
Okay, I'm beating up my egg yolks and the sugar and vanilla paste. I'm going to put a wee bit of corn flour in because I'm slightly nervous that it'll split, and I don't want that to happen.
Okay.
And I've also, can I just say, I've made my own trifle sponges
That's
here.
amazing.
With goose eggs that I bought from the farm.
That's fantastic.
You may as well go home, in my opinion.
Oh dear, oh dear.
So we've got to bloody well win this. We have still got to win this.
So for my trifle, I'm going to make the most amazing custard, but a very simple custard, not like Kim and Aggie's. This is sort of done with sugar, eggs, and fresh vanilla pods.
Do you know what? I've used the wrong cream.
I love you already. You swear like a chef.
If Aggie wins, he's going to cry like a baby. I sense that, you know.
I'm bloody determined to win.
Sorry?
I'm determined to win. I'm afraid I'm very competitive.
Now, what's the most important tip you could give to anyone out there about keeping their kitchen at home clean? What would you say
To
first?
keep your wiping up cloth absolutely clean. Stop spreading the bacteria.
And clean as you go?
Absolutely, clean as you go. That's right, clean as you go. And get everyone else to muck in.
So the peaches we're just going to quarter, roast them off in a little bit of sugar. The exciting thing about caramelising these peaches is done with the most amazing sugar, very fragrant Muscovado sugar. And that gives a really nice sort of rich, syrupy colour onto the peaches. Will you stop that, for goodness sake?
This man's a big man, you know.
Dear, oh dear,
Do you
I
know,
feel like
look,
I've
come
got a
and
wheel of
feel
curry
this.
back in the kitchen.
Bit of hair, do you need to take off? These love hands are growing a bit. Mind you, I don't mind hanging off.
Ow! Shit, I feel like I've got a baby rhino on my back.
You're putting him off his food, for God's sake.
If they're trying to distract me, it really is working out, because I can't just concentrate on anything right now. God, I've never had a 64-year-old grab my boobs like that. Now I'm giving the Swiss roll a little bit of a sort of, bit of a Scottish effect. I'm sort of dousing it in Grand Marnier. Can I just say, I can't believe the mess. Look at the state of it.
You're right, you're absolutely
How
right.
clean is your house?
Wait till you see the mess I make of you, dear later.
Look at the floor.
Deliberate.
I've roasted the peach and the clementine off in Muscovado sugar. They've sort of been caramelised, beautifully coloured, and now I'm just going to add them to the sponge. And then we're going to add the custard.
They're very splashy things, those, you know.
I know.
Not only is my brain set, but the custard's about to set, so I'm going to put that in the fridge to cool down. And once that's nice and cool, we're going to finish it with a creme fraiche, finish with Muscovado sugar, and hopefully get rid of that honey monster. I'm finishing my trifle off with some salted caramel peanuts. It's just salted peanuts in a pan, a sprinkle of sugar, and a sprinkle of salt. But this is not any salt. This is not a powder salt. This is called sel de Garenne. It's a sort of rare grey sea salt. Very powerful, very delicious, and it goes well when you make a caramel. And just leave them to cool down. Rolling pin, break them up and sprinkle them on top of your trifle. Custard on top. Now, most importantly, get it in the fridge and let it set for about 35, 40 minutes. Let's get the frog in. Where is he? Jean-Baptiste, s'il vous plaît. Put these two ladies out of their misery and tell me...
Who's the winner?
Of course, who's the winner?
The winner is this week.
Yes.
Kim and Aggie.
Oh, get out! No, you're joking, aren't you?
I'm so sorry. This is so much better. Oh, God. You can't
Who's tasting them up there?
Yes, indeed.
They've got crap.
Yeah, I suggest we get their mouths cleaned out. Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
Oh, piss off. What are you doing?
This is cocoa, sugar and flour.
Yep.
And then this is the eggs, and you just put it in there.
And that's it?
That's it, yeah.
So
well, it tastes great.
I'm sure it does. Now, no chocolate in there? No...
And it's got cocoa powder.
Just
in.
cocoa powder?
Yeah, and then I have to grease the tin.
And that looks like something you've nicked from your granny?
Yeah, that's the tin.
And then that goes in there. And how long does that cook for?
25 minutes, or maybe a bit more if it doesn't look cooked.
Yeah, because it should be nice and crispy on the outside and soft and gooey in the middle.
Yeah,
gungy.
gungy.
That's the word.
And-
You're a lady who likes pressure. You've got 37 guests coming round on Boxing Day.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day?
Yes.
That's a
yeah.
big table, that, 37.
That is a big table.
And you're cooking not single-handedly, surely?
Well, sort of single-handed. I've got this turkey that's kind of...
Huge.
Huge. So have you got lots for Christmas?
I think we've got about 18 or 20.
Hey, that's just as bad.
I know. Crazy.
Do you do lots of entertaining then?
I'm not very good at the dinner party thing, you know that. It's not the kind of thing I really enjoy doing, to be totally honest.
So this is why I couldn't be a cook, because I think this is taking ages and it's really boring. I'm thinking, God, hurry up.
How do you know so much about property?
I've got a building company. I do a boys' job, you see. You do
Okay.
a girls' job, I do a boys' job.
I do a girl's job. Yeah, that's the whole gripe. I wish women would get back in there and do their job. You know that? Women do make the best chefs, you know that?
I know, well, obviously, women do everything best.
No, well, not quite everything. Hello. Not quite everything. You're a bit of a matchmaker, aren't you?
I am. It is a bit of an obsession of mine. It always has been, actually. Which,
Serious. Now, do you do
any
that over
excuse-
food?
Yeah, no, well, the best place to meet someone is over food and booze, isn't it?
Food and booze, yes.
Yeah, stick food and booze and a few
Can't-
single people together and they're going to get married.
And what about someone like our resident food critic? I mean, is there a woman out there that's mad enough to sort of date him?
How would you describe him?
Moany, whingy, beardy, short ass.
I think he definitely gets someone.
He definitely gets flipping heck. Now, the chocolate and the butter's melted. I've whisked the eggs lightly. I've folded them in. Sarah's is going to be slightly gungy in the centre, she said. Sounds very ominous. And mine, of course, is going to be lined with, like, chocolate buttons and these little things, pecans. I have to say, at this stage, without getting too carried away, a damn sight more appetising than Sarah's. Mind you, I said that about the trifles last week as well, didn't I?
Also, I think that putting nuts in it is a
Yes.
bit like putting leeks in macaroni cheese.
Oh, really?
See, it's just wrong. It's
Like
ruining the purity.
I'm now just going to lift that out and put them in to the moulds. And then, hopefully, we'll be ready. So only fill the mould up 2/3 because they're going to rise slightly and then we leave it nice and soft and gooey in the centre. And those chocolate buttons, hopefully, will be intact but slightly runny.
I could have refurbished a 5-bedroom house in the time it takes to melt the butter. Like, how frustrating. This one's going to eat it and you've just got washing up to do.
Whilst you're pregnant, OK, and
Yeah.
obviously my wife's been pregnant 3 times, I put weight on to make her feel happy. Does it happen the same with your
Such a
husband?
sweetie.
Does he put weight on to make you feel
He
sort of
is, actually.
less fat in bed?
No, he does still
Does he?
say, good God, you're fat every time I have no clothes on.
Serious?
So, which
How-
is true,
yeah.
let's be honest.
No, you're going to stay confident now because they're not cooked. Now, let me have a quick look at yours.
OK.
Just like the bike sheds. You can look at mine and let me look at yours. Yeah.
Cheeky.
That's nice. Is that...
I've got to say, yours does look like you cook for a living and mine does look like I don't.
And I desperately need to win. I shouldn't be overconfident about, you know, the brownies at this stage, but I have to say, I bloody am, you know that.
Are you?
Because if I lose this challenge this week, honestly...
I've got to say...
I will start liking Andrew Roll Thompson. That's how confident I am I'm going to win.
Yeah, I think I've had enough of that one.
Ali JB.
Also, this week the winner is?
Yes.
Well done, Sarah.
Oh, get out, will you? Pissing around.
Oh, no.
Sarah won.
Yes.
Oh, get out.
I'm really sorry.
The result, you know that. I always say that to my sort of fellow contestants, good luck.
You're wishing me luck?
Yeah,
I think with your track record, I should be wishing you luck.
I can tell you've got attitude already, your hands are folded. Are you in a
Yeah,
mood?
my body language is like...
Body language.
I know this kind of dessert's a bit beneath you. It's not complicated enough for you, is it? Yeah, not unless you're going to make some chocolate doodly-dar thing on the top.
Just going to be a nice, simple fig tart. Nothing more
Tart?
than
You're making a tart?
You're in the kitchen, so I thought nothing better to do than a nice
You're
tart.
making a big tart?
Yes!
You absolute slimy I'm just doing baked figs.
No.
What do you mean? Since when did you add the pastry bit? I thought we were cooking the same thing.
It's a fig recipe. You had your baked...
Well, I can give you my word that any women in the audience will not eat pastry. So
Oh.
you're wasting your time. I'm making the kind of dessert women like. Fruit.
We'll
not
find out.
pastry, fruit.
Right, OK. I'm not going to argue. Not now. We've only been in the kitchen 3 minutes. Cool. Do it, do.
This is a bit of a very easy dessert, which is baked figs, which you just cut up and then you squeeze so they open up a bit. And also, when you buy the figs, you don't want to be buying figs that are too ripe because they'll disintegrate before you even start. Bugger off. Don't put me off. Shut up. Just move away. I'm just sprinkling over some brown sugar.
Janet's doing a baked fig dessert. I'm doing a very, very simple, straightforward fig tart, which Janet thinks is slightly poncy, but it's not. It's just puff pastry, frangipane, which is made out of almonds, eggs, sugar, and icing sugar. We're going to spread the frangipane on the puff pastry and just bake it in the oven for 2 to 3 minutes. And then once the frangipane starts to cook, I'm going to take out the tart and lay the figs on there. In the oven, 2.5, 3 minutes, done. In we go.
Just adding some marsala, which is a sweet Italian dessert wine. You can use it It's worth having a bottle of this at home, actually, because you can use it in quite a lot of desserts. Good for trifle.
Now, I know you're trying to put me off, but look what's happening now to my fig tart. Pastry's half cooked. Frangipane started to rise. All I'm going to do now is just put the figs on top. That doesn't look poncy to you, does it? And look what I'm doing. Ice and sugar.
Yeah.
And 5 spice. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Glaze over the tart. Oh, I'm so determined I'm going to win this one. You know that? Huh? Just have a little smell of that.
It smells fantastic. It's great.
Now we're going to glaze them in the oven. How are yours doing?
They're fine. They need a bit longer.
Now, it's quite fascinating. You are a classified foodie, but was it your mum who taught you? Or...
Oh, no, my mother couldn't cook. My mother
really?
was a ghastly cook.
Really?
She could only cook. I wish she belonged to that generation where they cooked everything for far, far too long.
Stews.
And, Sunday lunch. I mean, they
Grey
would
beef.
literally put the meat on the minute you finish breakfast. And then there's that strange working class meal called tea, which
Yep.
you have on a Sunday, where you open a tin of ham and you have the salad, which is a lettuce with 2 tomatoes. Can I look at my figs?
Yes, of course you can.
Yeah, they're done.
They're done. How do you know they're done?
Because they're soft to the touch.
Yes. Are you cooking this for your birthday? We're not allowed to say it's your 59th birthday, are we?
Say I'm 59, and you can say I'm nearly as old as your mother, you're rude.
You are the same age as my mum.
I look great.
So, I know you do. OK, Jean-Baptiste, you well?
The winner is Jeanette.
Fantastic!
Again!
Fantastic!
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes, no,
What did
sure.
I say?
But what did they say?
You shouldn't take me on. You shouldn't have took me
No,
on. I told you I only played to win.
the puff pastry, a little bit too hard.
The puff pastry a little bit
and
too
they like
hard.
your ice cream, you know, with the raisin and the vanilla.